Looks good. Mm-mm-mm. Ambient. No. What that is. Ambient. Right, hold on. Ambient. Right, let's see. Let's get tuned in, as they say. View channel. 605. So I've still got the same blah, 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 blah. I've still got the same subscriber count. That's what I was trying to say. Right, so yeah, I'm just taking a couple of minutes there just to kind of chillax. God, mouse not working. So good morning, people. Hi, Roman Bricks. How you doing, buddy? Cheers for the like. Greatly appreciated. So this is the not what was it? What did I call it? Falcon Friday. This is not Falcon Friday because it's obviously on a Wednesday. So we're doing an extra build. Basically just because it was taking quite a bit of time. And I think it was probably build wise, it was probably going to take longer than I kind of plan to get this done by Christmas. I don't even know. Looking at what I've got left, I mean, we're on bag 8 now. I think we're almost like halfway through the build. But yeah, I did another stream just to kind of up the production rate. There's actually a bit at the back I want to check because I noticed I've got a Technic pin facing up the way and I've got a Technic pin facing down the way on the other side, so I want to see if that's maybe right. Like, what ambient stuff can we get? I want something fairly decent. See, there's Top Gun Maverick, 10 hours of ambient soundscape. The only thing with that is if it's got any kind of tunes in. Whoa, that's loud. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to, well, you know what? First, absolutely right off the bat. So I got the Lego magazines. These are, I mean, this one here, this is the Batman one. This was priced £6.99, so it's £7, right? But you actually got in the Batman one, you actually got two buildable figures. So you got Batgirl and Batman, but Batman with a mega mech. So basically, this is Batgirl's here. Wait till I get. Here's Batgirl. Oh god. So Batgirl's got a spongy cape. Quite nice. It's got a two-tone cape as well, and then she's got this big gun thing that you can also put. You can hook another minifig on here. She's got this big thing bashing away, and then you basically got. This is the Batman mech, so you get the Batman figure, which is just probably a bog standard Batman fig. No cape in this one, just a printed back, printed front. Your basic Batman, but it comes with this mech armor. Whoa, just turn the legs in. So it comes with this, which is a little mech, which is pretty cool. And then your Batman minus the cape. I think that's why he doesn't have a cape, because it would impede. So he sits in his mech, which is a pretty cool thing for like £7 to get, you know, two minifigs and the mech. It's actually a reasonable kind of price, I think. So that's what I got. That was the Batman. Put them there. They can go on my shelf. They can go on my Batman shelf. Oh, she's fell down. And this is the So this one was only $4.99, and this is the Spider-Man magazine. The magazines they've got some comic strip parts in them which are actually quite good, but apart from that, I don't really get it. I only really get it for the minifig. So this is, you get Ghost Spider with skateboard. So that's what I got. And because I'm a Lego buff, I usually keep these little packs. And here is the said individual. So she's got this. She got the same thing as Batgirl. She's got this attachment thing. But you can see there, she's got a little purple skateboard. So pretty cool little minifig. So that's good. So just to confirm, also, my Star Trek is coming complete with Shuttlepod and the other two gifts we purchased. So that's good, because I was kind of worried that they might cancel it, but I don't. I think if they were going to cancel it, they'd have done it a lot earlier. So before we start the build, because we've got 2 minutes to go, we are going to open up the Star Wars Advent Calendar. So here we go. Let's get this in action. So here we go. So we've already opened up 1 and 2. There's 3 there. I'm not going to lie, I've had a little nosy on the builder, because we had to build up this. So if you can remember, we got this one, which was Babu Frick. Now I don't know who and I should really look into it. I might do it during the stream. So we've got Babu Frick, which is like a little thing. And then we built this. This is the second. This is like a little. It's almost like a little grill kitchen element. And there's the front of it. So that's what we built the second. So if you look, actually, wait till we can just get it. If you look at the front here, it's got, I think, all the stuff that you get anyway. I'm trying to see where that stove part is. Is it maybe on the back? So here's the back as well. So there's a little stove part here, and it looks as if it clips onto this thing here. So that's going to be like a 2-part thing, allegedly. So today's Advent Calendar is, funnily enough, it's C3PO, which is not. We've actually got C3PO here. I've actually got the dual moulded legs C3PO with the actual C3PO kit that you get. So let's put this together, might as well. It's a bog standard minifig, nothing really. It's just a print, you know, he's got that silver leg, which I never really noticed in the original Star Wars. And there we go. We've got a C3PO, which is very much at the topic of conversation for today, because we're building the Millennium Falcon. So I'm going to put, in fact, can I clip, as I possibly, oh no, I've lost wee Frick. Frick, I'm going to put him up on the table. I'm going to put this cup like that. I'm going to put old Fricky boy, who, as I say, in fact, you know, I'm going to put him there, and I'm going to put C3PO here. There we go. So that's what we've got so far, and do you know what? That's kind of getting in the way, isn't it? That can go in there. It's this thing. It's impeding old. There we go. And then C3PO can clip on here. There we go. So that's what we've got in the calendar so far. Not a lot really for 3 days, but it is what it is. It was on sale. So Anya bought me it. Right, so they can sit there. So that's the calendar. So let's get on with the build. Let's get you into a different mode here. I think I'm actually going to do the old camaraderie. I don't know. That's a guy that says that on YouTube. He's probably going to get copyrighted. Right, so I'm going to get you over. Oh, by the way, just to kind of highlight, the drink of today is a strawberry milkshake. I'm using up some milk, and there's the old Santa Claus that we built just the other day. So let's get you equipped in without really hitting the power button. Right, I think that should be us. Get this cable now, I'm going to put it through so that it doesn't get in the way. Tuck that in there, perfect. Right, so that's roughly it. It means that it clears this space for my for the build. I'd probably like to get this a little bit more sort of dynamic if I could. I feel it's quite short. I think I've zoomed in a little bit, haven't I? Let's maybe do this with two hands. Yeah, I've zoomed in a touch. Right, there we go. I think that should be a little bit better. Now I'm going to put my attachment down there. I need to actually get the book. I haven't got my book. Oh, my little foot's sore. So I need to grab this behemoth book. So let's continue the build. We're not late start, we're 2 minutes past 10. So here's the book. Yeah, I don't know, I might actually have to see about maybe even putting this further back. Do you know what I might do? I might do some quick changes with this camera. So 2 seconds, I'm gonna just bring it back because I feel like I'm a wee bit different. Right, I'm going to set you up just here. In fact, I'll probably show you what I'm going to do. So we'll get to the build. We'll get to the build at some point here. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to move this. So this is my attachment. So I'm going to just see if I can put it further back. Oh, it's quite... oh, in fact, you know what? I can move that. Oh, would that be better? Maybe not. So it's got a sucker, but it's actually got like a sticky pad. So what I'm maybe going to try and do is I'm maybe going to try and put this. That's going to get in the way of that thing, isn't it? I'm going to try and get it maybe here. I'm going to try this. So this is all. This is all new here. Right, let's get you hooked in without changing this cable at all. Right, how does that look? Does that give us a bit more of an angle? Yeah, it could be better there. Yeah, that's better. So now let's get a wee eyeball of this. So I could maybe even move this up a little bit. Try and get it a little bit more squarer. Once I get the angle of this camera, I'm better situated. So as you can probably see, I've got all my bricks pretty much sorted out, which makes a big difference. I noticed that last week's stream was a lot more efficient. That's better. Although you can see the Christmas tree. Anyway, let's go. Let's find out. Do you know what, to actually do it like this, where I've got the manual like this? This could be better actually. It means I don't have to manually move it over. Right, I think we were in. So there's the mandibles. Here we go. So bag 8. Bag 8 is going to basically, by the looks of it, there's some extra parts we're doing here in the front. It looks as if we're putting parts at the back of the mandibles, here and here. Also looks as if we're doing something at the back here. So the back quadrant, you can't really see it, but I'm pointing to the Falcon, which is over there. Just going to get my mic stand, not my mic stand, my camera stand out of the way. So maybe get you just down just a touch. Right, so sounds good. Right, let's go. Right, just take a note of the time. 6 minutes past, so we'll round up to 10. Right, so here we go. We're building a little block here, a little piece. Now, I don't know where this is going to go. I reckon that... I don't know. I was going to say it might be going either here or here, but... Right, anyway, let's start off. And there's the old... put them there. Got a little bit of light shine. That's actually better. Right, so... I was going to say, have I got any Technic pins in this build, but here they are here. So the all important locations of these pins are, I've actually got one black Technic, which is going in there, second hole. Then we've got another blue one going in here. So again, I'm really just double checking what I've done and what I've got, because I've been cut out before. So one of these little white wedges, and that's going to go in like so. Right, now we've got, I got all my little, this type is in here. Maybe not the easiest to get at, but the plan was that it was going to be a little bit more sort of, it's going to be slightly easier to get to. There we go. So we've done step 533. 534 involves one of these and one of these. So this one's going in here with a little snot brick facing this way. And then we've got the other one going along this side. So we're over to 535. So we've got a grey snot brick, which could be there. Can piece and one of those tan elements. So this is so much better, having these little tubs are great. I got these in a shop in the town. Right, so that is then going to get put on this, like so. So we've got a little sort of T-junction type affair. Right, we've got another tan, then we've got some, I think I put, so we're covering up, by the looks of it, 3, so we're covering this little part here, and then we've got this part going up there, creating an overhang, which we have got. Right, we've got some big parts coming up. Do you know what, I think I'm going to do this, because it means that you can see it, but I think it's better when I can move it to where I want it, my eyes, if you know what I mean. So step 537, we've just done 536. 537 is some big elements, so they're going to be in here, and I think we've got one. And then we've got some, I don't know, did I put all the small ones in here? Yeah, I did. One of those. And then we've got a grey and a tile. I kept all the tile pieces together. Well, I think this type, no, sorry, I some tile pieces in here, but I probably could put them in there, to be honest. So I haven't really sorted these ones out because these are generically the same kind of stuff, so I didn't really need it. That's the one I need. Oh, there we go. Oh, 2 of those tile pieces, so I need the other one. There we go. Whew, right. Ah. It's the other side we need it. It's this side. So it's that side we need, not this side. So we're putting a piece up there, turning it over, and we've got a piece up there. Then we get this little part there, and this just coming off that. So that's what we've got. Then this is going to get attached. So this is going flush. Yeah, it's the only place it can go really. There we go. So we're creating like some kind of box type thing. We've got some big elements here. We've got these tile pieces. We've got quite a lot of these actually. 2 of these. And it's the one with the studs up the top. So these are going on here. So there we go, that's there. And then we've got a slight gap. And then the next one. And that completes page 227. 228. Do you know, I don't mind doing this, like turning it over. Right, 228, 539. So we have got one of those, and it could be in here actually. Yeah, it's there. So these are not attaching, they're just fully fitting in placement like so. And then we've got, again, we've got a lot of these plates. This is just going to cover, like so. There we go. Then we've got another 2 of these. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Let's try it's a little bit quiet at the moment. Roman Bricks was in. It's always good to see Roman Bricks. He's got his own channel. He's building, I believe he's building the Lego set. I'm just going to say it. He's probably, I don't think he's here anymore, but I've actually got that set. And I'm thinking of building it, not soon, but soonish, at some point. It's on the it's on the go-to list, if you know what I mean. So there we go. Just did that at the back there. Now we've got another little brick. I think is it the same? And then we've got one of those bricks. I think they're in there somewhere. Yep, that's it there. And that's going right up here. So attaching at the top, turn it over, and then we've got a little Technic brick getting in and coming in this side, so it's coming in that way. So something's obviously going to get attached to this here. And that's that little piece over the page. 554. So again, we've got one of these attachments. So I think these will just be like, yeah, just attach it. So it's a little hinge part. Right, so this, interestingly enough, so this is actually attaching here, and then this is just going around like this. So it just hinges, and if you look, it nicely kind of marries in here. So we've got more stuff. We've got a plate here. So we've got the, I think it's a 1x3, or it could be a 1x4. It must be a 4. And we've got one of these, and then that is just attaching like so. And then this is going, it's attaching here. There's a little bit of an overhang. Oh, there's a stud there actually. Never noticed that. It's a little tile piece. Forgot that little tile piece section there. Right, so we've done that. We've now got a tile, one tile, and one of these sections. And basically, we're putting a little tile piece just there. Make sure that's nicely snapped on, and this is going here. Again, I want to make sure that that all fits in. I'm even putting the hinge back. There we go. So that's 229. Over the page to 230. So we're now looking. It looks as if we're fitting this into the actual craft. So what we got? So it's going. Where's it going actually? Yeah. So we see the underside. Right. So it's actually. This could be quite tricky to fit. In fact, is this even remotely possible to turn this upside down? So it's attaching to. Right. I'll be honest with you. I have not rehearsed this. I really don't know how we're going to attach this. Just purely on the basis of, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this seat. I'm going to get my. I really need to put this. In fact, you know what? I can put that in there. I'm going to move this. I've got a little box here, and I'm going to fill the rest of my milkshake, because my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Sorry, I just had to say that. Where can I put this? Do you know what? I can put this in the fridge actually. I'll keep it chilled. Although it is an insulated bottle, so. Oh, it's good. Do you know what I should do? I should send this to Anya. She's at college, but right, so this could be tricky, and this is why I'm going to use this chair here, which is actually very handy at times, because it means that I can get everything on here, and it gets out of the way so that I can bring this absolute behemoth. So basically this is going to attach, by the looks of it, get YouTube back up. So this is going to attach basically here under this part. Now I think I could possibly turn the right. I'm going to take this, because this is a little hatch. I put the two pogs on it, so that hatch always falls down. Now, is it possible that I can turn this over? I have to be careful with this. I don't even know if this is even recommended. Let's turn it over though. Right, that actually went fairly successful. Ooh. Right. Okay, that's in fact, wait till I'll bring the camera up just maybe a smidge. So that's the Falcon on its back. So we're going to be attaching this here in this area. In fact, is it that? Is it this side? It's the other side. I'm going to put my journal. I need to put my journal somewhere. Put my journal down there. So I think we're attaching it here. I don't know if this is even recommended, turning this upside down, but we've done it anyway. So right, it looks as if this is going in. Right, I'm sort of I'm not really sure how this is going to attach. So I'm looking again. So you can see we're right up here. So oh, oh god, I'm just right. Yeah, I've got it. So blonde moment out the way. Um, I'm looking at this. So yeah, there's arrows that obviously these attachments are going in here. But I'm looking at it thinking, how is this going to attach here? Like, that's where they've got it, on this little predicament. But there's an arrow, it's going in there. Jeez, man. Yeah. Do you know what I might actually do? I might actually just take these parts off and attach them so I can see where I'm putting these pins. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Right, put these panels back on, and these are going that way. It might not be. Right, there we go, one there, and then we've got a little gap, and then that's going just there. There we go. So that's that attached. I think I'll keep the model this way because I do believe we're going to be building this side. So the Falcon is just going to have to stay in its upturned state. Okay, so that does make a little bit of a difference. Right, I'm going to keep the porgs there because they're just going to get in the way. Right. So step 550, I really don't know. I'm not going to turn that model over. Let's get my builds, my boxes and stuff up. Right, so she's a big beast. I don't know how else you would fit that. I think that'd be a very difficult part of the stage. I think you'd maybe even have to build it underneath. You could probably do it. But the way I done it, yeah, it looks as if it could be a bit kind of faffy, but there we go. So we put these little parts in. So we have got one of these, got some little fawn pieces. And then we've got a brick. I think the bricks are all in here. Right. So that's overhanging. That is going right up the middle. There we go. Once we get that in, we can kind of massage that in a little bit. And then we've got... So I really don't know where this is going. This... do you know what? I don't know at this time. It might be the other side. Now we've got a lot of these plates. So we've got 4 of these ones. Got 4 of these ones, and then we've got one of the central ones, and these are all base, so just getting plated up. So we're putting these like that. And then that one's going down like so. There we go. Yeah, we're turning it over. Right, we have got 3 tech. Let's get the Technic pins in first. Well, I've got a delivery coming. I think it said 11:30. It's a Christmas order for some clothing that's coming. Oh, it's going in that way, right. I've tried to put it in the sort of Technic pin, it's the actual slot piece. There we go. Now we're building this little piece on the end, so I need one of those and probably one of those. So that's going right on the end, and then that's going just up here. Okay, so rather nice. Then we've got I think that is there. Oh, that's a longer one. Here it is. Now this one is going 3 dots, or 3 studs, sorry, dots. That's going to note that. Right, over the page. 231, we're going to 232. Right, so again, it's showing us where this is going. It is going round the back here. So good job, we haven't really turned up the old, there's like a stranded turtle at the moment. So again, just going to get my little tubs in here just for safety. And then let's drag the Falcon over here. Watch, I'm going to put the pogs just there. I'm going to put the pogs with the build, because that's a little trapdoor. So we're fitting it in here, basically, if you look at it. Just in this section. And it looks as if... yeah, I see some Technic pieces here, so... yeah, it's basically just going to go in. I imagine it would fit in there. And there we go. So that's it. It's encasing the landing legs here. So I built this section round here. I might actually look at covering these landing legs up and making it so that it's got like landing gear up when I put it on display, because I think you have to take one of these legs off. But that's something that I can do once we get it. But that's looking really quite nice. You can see it's boxing off the kind of landing area, or the landing legs. So I imagine, yeah, we're gonna rinse and repeat the other side basically, which is what I thought. So what we might do is we might just build. We'll build the next stage, and then we'll just basically, instead of fitting it, we'll just fit it all together. That makes a little bit more sense than coming back, building something, fitting it, coming back, building something, fitting it. So we'll just do it all together. So here we go again. Again, we've got one black. So again, I need to get the locations for this. And you really need to stick to the plans, because obviously when you're building something the other side, you're going to have a little bit of a difference in terms of how it looks. So again, we're going to build it, and we're going to keep it, the orientation on here especially. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm just entertaining myself here. As you do. Where's my... oh, it's there. God, I couldn't find it. See the one I need. The little ones go to the bottom. So, again, this is the UCS Millennium Falcon. This is the latest one. This is the one that was released in 2017. Or is it 20? I think it was 2017. No, that's not the right one. It's the little 4 that I need. There we go, it's that one. This is the one that was released in 2017, I believe. And I acquired this on sale. So I paid not the full price for this. I actually really got a good. In fact, it's out of stock now. Depending where you go, well, anywhere where it's in sale. I think it's still in stock in some places, but it has went out of stock because it was just a really good buy, to be honest. So I bought it. As I say, it was a bucket list item for me. And I'm absolutely loving building this. It's just a great build. It's just, you know, it's just a really good. It's been a really interesting build. you know what the techniques. So we're over the page 234. We're on step 562. So we're going to get these. So we need to get the right angle. So yeah, it's that. You can see there. Yeah, it's that one. Get this little 3-block, which I just see sitting nice and handy. Tile pieces. Right, did I not grab all? No, I didn't. There's one there. Then we've got the little part. I think there should be another one here. There's the other part. And then we've got the little wing, the wing jobby. So it goes right down there, and then that's going there. So again, this is going to be very similar build to the last part that we did. So again, we're fitting this. Oh, actually, do you know what? We need to fit this. I keep forgetting. Yeah. That's going there. Oh, something ain't right. What have I done here? I've done something completely wrong here. Wait till I see. What have I done? Oh, I meant to do the bit up there. I might change this tune. It's not bad, but it's not. Yeah, it's kind of dragging on a little bit. Right, there we go. That's it. Right, so now we can put these parts on. So that's going right in there. Now we've got the little gap. There we go. That's it. Over the page. I'm gonna get the old. Maybe just turn you down just a smidge. It's not a bad one, but it's just the same. It's not as dynamic. Oh, there's a river on Endor. I'll do that. I like a little river. Right, so we've got... So you can see that's going like that. And then this is going on top. So again, you build it as it looks. You don't want to be making any mistakes here. There we go. And then we're turning it over. Oh, that's already there. I'm looking for a part that doesn't exist. Ah, there's a gap there. Did I do that gap in the last one? Yeah, I did. Just checking. Why is it you think? Have you ever? Did I put that one on? See, there's bits that I feel that I've missed. You get that though with builds. Sometimes you do something and you go, did I do that in the last one? Just that reinforcement strip there, I can't, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually, can I pull this off? Yeah. No, I did do it. Just checking. That actually slots in quite easy. Right, so we've done that. We're up to step 569. We've completed that. So 235 to page 236. Right, so that's what we've got. We've got another little one of these hinge pieces here going on. There we go. And then again, that's just basically bolts on here. And I forgot that little brick, little grey one that goes here. There we go. And then that just breaks off. That just fits in there, like so. So that, yeah, that overlaps just a little bit, just there. Now I do believe we've got a tile in one of these. So that element is going there. So that covers that. Then we've got a little tile piece. There we go. That's that. I'm watching Endor. Right, instead of fitting it, so we know where it's going because we've done it that side. We're going to skip this step and fit both components together, so that we're not really just like bringing this. We can bring the Falcon in and just fit both parts. So that's that part. Stick it there. Stick it on top of the Falcon. So here we go. This just makes total sense. There we go. Now, plating this up. So again, 4 of these. One of these. There we go. Right, so they're all going this side. There we go. Oh, that's going that side actually. No, yeah it is. So just making sure I've got the studs facing that way. So there we go, turn it over, and then we're putting these little attachments. So we've got the Blue Technics, and remember, it goes the cross side in. Oh, grabbing these is a pain sometimes. There we go. Now we've got this little piece here. That's fitting in just there. There we go. And we're turning it over, and we've got this bracket piece, which I believe is there, and it's facing 3 studs again. There we go. And that's that. Right, I think. Now that's easier. So we've built those steps. So what we can do now is we can actually fit these to the Falcon. Instead of fitting that part, building the next, fitting those parts, it's like, yeah, it just gets a little bit. Then just put all my little tubs. Let's drag the Falcon over. So maybe I'll try and make sure you get a little bit of a view. So as you can see, she's sliding across the table actually quite nicely. I think you can see, can you? Maybe. Yeah, you can just about see. Maybe turn that that a little bit. Right, so this little quadrant here is basically just going to slide in. So these Technic pins here are just going into this red Technic piece, and it just lines up. There we go. Slots in like that. Sweets in up. There we go. Then this little piece here, again, same thing. There's Technic elements up here, or a Technic brick, and this is just going to slot in here. Again, finding the Technic holes, they sometimes get a little bit of an edge, and they can be kind of difficult. There we go. And that's it. That's that little front section. You can see it boxes in the main hub where all the landing gears are. Again, we could take these landing gears off. We could theoretically brick this up, which I may look into doing, if I'm honest, just to make it a flying model. That's another. That's going to be the kind of. There's the old leg. That's going to be something that we can do. I don't even know if. Yeah, see that brick. Yeah, we could easily brick that over, to be honest. But yeah, that's something that we'll probably look at doing at a later date. So there's the landing legs in, attached. So that is the those are, oh, something's just, do you know what that is? That's the little the shooting, the turbo quad cannon. Now I don't know whether to keep the Falcon in this. In fact, you know, I'll keep that because I know where that goes. I might keep the Falcon in this pose at the moment, because I think it's just going to be a wee bit easier to. Nothing's really going to fall off, although technically this is fell off, but that's just what it is. So this is a 2x build, very important. 2x build. So let's keep that in note. So again, let's get the Falcon all the way over there, because I don't think we'll be needing there for a little bit of time. Right, so we're back in business. So a 2x build, so everyone's going to be doubled. There's a guy in America who's actually building the Millennium Falcon, but he's building the. Again, I hate calling it this and saying a knockoff version. He's building like the copy version, the AliExpress, which is great. I think that's brilliant. It'd be great to see. It's a pity I can't see his build in a way, you know, just to see where he's at, and if it's the same techniques that we're using in this one. It'd be great to see that, but I don't think he's got a YouTube channel. The guy called Kenneth. Right, so this is just sitting. It's going like that. So we're setting these like that. Now we've got these big parts, so we've got. Right, this is a 2x build, so I would imagine. I would imagine that. Yeah, this should be the same. So that is going on like so. Again, we're just getting a little bit. Fit that there first. A little bit of a gap there, which is kind of not worrying, but get that on. Make sure that's nicely adhered. There we go. That's that attached. Now we've got. So we've got a couple of little parts here. get these elements of the bricks all the way round, and they're attaching like so. And then we've got a little bit at the front. There, turn this way. And then we've got little wing elements. So that's one of the opposing sides. Opposing. That's that one. So this is going up here. It's attaching like that. So I don't know if that was my door. Wait, 2 seconds. False alarm. It was. I thought I heard a wee chap because I think the front door's locked, or the entrance door. Right. So, yeah, that's going under like that. Right, got it. So that's going underneath. Right. Right, now we've got two of these, which is going to be 4. So we're getting rid of a lot of parts here. And then we get 2 of these. Right, so I see that's going like this. Nope. I think that's going like that. Interestingly, these are here and here. Yeah, that's it. So that's kind of overlap, but it's not overlapping, but it's... That's it. So that's the 2 parts. Let's put them there because we're over the page. 240, we've got on to page number 241, step 587. So we have got some little attachments to the front. Cannot pick any of this stuff up. Might change this ambient. It's quite nice. But it's getting a little bit kind of white noise, as they say. Right, so this is fitting in just here. And then we've got another little part mid-root. Yeah, 3 and 3. There we go. Right, let's see, what else have we got? Blade Runner Radio. I don't think I've been copyright strike for Blade Runner Radio. So we're turning this over now. So we have got this and grey. Right, so this is attaching. So this is covering quite a lot here. It's like going in like here. And then this is going to the end. Yep, that's it. So that's just reinforcing these plates here. It's quite good because this is your almost like your marker, so that you get the right distance. I mean, it's just one box sitting out, obviously. There we go. That's it. Turn it over. So hopefully, I don't, but we'll wait and see, because it definitely was a 2 times build. Right, we're needing that side, so it's that side. Imagine we're going to do this again, but I think we're going to repeat this exact same process. This is what I believe. Right, so that's going like that. No, it's going like that. This is really good. This is Blade Runner Radio. And it's got a little bit of music. It's got some nice scenes in it. It's really, really atmospheric. Very, very nice. Yeah, that fits in there like a glove. So you can see here, it just marries in there beautifully. There we go. So we've got two basic plates. Right, 241. Step 589. So we're heading over the page. We're getting close to some kind of conclusion with these plates. 590. So it looks as if I'm going to put these plates maybe just here. No, I'm going to keep them close. Right, we've got some kind of little technical build here. So we've got two, so we're going to need four. Four of these white plates. We are going to need two of these. I think two of the grey. So we'll actually need four of them. Because we're building, it's a 2 times build, so yeah, we're going to need, I can't grab, I'm trying to grab them both together, it's taking longer than I should. Two of these, but we need four of these. Because again, as I say, we're building a 4 times build. And the Technic pins, so again, how many? 2, so it'll be 4. I think that's it. I think that's all the parts we need for this little part. Right, so we are putting that in there. I'm going to do this twice because I don't think we need to do it. Right, get these parts out of the way. You're just going to keep rolling. Right, we can put one of these over. So again, it's these ones where you can line it up. One of these. Right. And then it looks as if we're doing pretty much the same with the other side. Do you know what I'm going to build? I'm actually going to build this one while I'm building that one. It just keeps the whole build process together. So we've got that. So I'm going to put this one in here. Right, so we're putting that's going in there. We've got one of these going in to the top. Rinse and repeat. Right. Now we've got 2 of them in there. And then basically these are just joining up. Like so. So it's creating some kind of hinge attachment point. Plates in, so we are, as you can see here, these are just going in line with this part here. So that's going there and that's going there, and that's us get some kind of like hinge mechanism. Again, lining up there with the edge, and there we go. We've got basically 2 plates here. So we're attaching these orange. These are almost like in about Concorde, we had a lot of these orange bricks, and these were actually just throwaway bricks. Right, I think that's all we need. 3, yeah. Right, so we have got these ones are attaching just in front of the white plates there. Again, do it over here before. Well, we need another one. There we go. And then these bricks are going like this. I think they're just meshing in all these elements together. There we go. And finally, I think we're putting in some. Got to get the right side here. Of course, with these parts, every part you pick up is never the side that you need. And then we get 2 of these, so we get 4 in total. These are hard to, I should have put these in another tub, I think, but we'll get there. There we go. Right, so what have we got? Yeah, so these are just reinforcing these attachment points. So I might as well just do it on here as well. There we go. And then this little part here is one stud in front of this, so it's going there. Okay. There we go. Now this could be, put them there, and again it just, I love how it reinforces 2 times. So if you got to this part and built one of these and you go, oh well, so this part, right, so, oh 2x, I'm going to build another one of these. Ha ha! Plan ahead. Right, so I'm just looking here. Do you know what it is? Right. So there's opposing plates. So basically we're putting in 2 quadrants that must be fairly similar to each other. So it's not like this and that. So this and that match because they're the opposites, and then we're going to be building this side and that side. You can, these little white areas, these gaps. This is where it's going. Not the next build. That's where it's going. Sorry. So we've got 4 elements we need to put in here, which I'm looking at, and I think we're going to have to build. So I think it's right. I've got the 4 elements. Let's put the 4 elements out here. I don't think we need the pins. Now it doesn't state that the pins don't need to. I don't see pins. So I'm just gonna go with the 4 here, and I'm basically just gonna. So we're gonna drag the old Falcon over. So it actually glides quite nicely along the table. So we're putting a plate, by the looks of it, in here, and then we're going to put a plate in this side. So I get it, right. It looks to me as if they've got one of these plates going on here, coming up through these points here, if you can see, and then basically it looks as if, well, that's going to be done. That's going to be done. This. Do you know what I can put? Do you know? I think I'll turn this over now because I don't think we need. Oh, tell you, man, she's getting. Right. So you can see here. This is where this little turret goes. It goes actually just up here. So yeah, it just came off. It's the high point of the Falcon. I'm going to put the pogs back in. So the pogs live in here. I don't know if I can show you. So there's a little hatch here that comes off. Just in there. And I've put the pogs on them because it's actually quite easy to get it off. So we're building, this basically is going to go in here. So I kind of see roughly what they're doing. This plate is coming from underneath. And it looks as if it's going through it. Yeah. There's these 2 attachment points here. And then basically this just clamps it in, and that holds it up. There we go. And that's it. And I don't know, can you see that? So we're just in there. So we're basically going to attach that to the rear. So we're going to do this to the other side. Now, I was under the impression that this part here wasn't going to be the same, but it roughly kind of is, I think. Now, is it in there? Yeah, it definitely looks as if it is. So again, this is just like a spacer. And let's try and get the Falcon over a little smidge. So again, the attachment points are here. Oh, that's my door now. That'll be every. Yeah, it was every driver. He's actually quite a nice guy. I'm not saying that Every's maybe not the best company. It used to be called, what were they called? Hermes, I think. So there we go, that's down there. Right, so, I don't know if I got this the right location, because I feel if that goes in there, yeah, it's square up there, yeah, that's it. And then this basically just fits on top, and it just locks that plate in. There's a little bit of a gap there though. I wonder. I feel that plate could go maybe just a little bit more over. Well, that's it. So that's the plates in, you can see them there. So I don't even know if I can show you the underneath of this. Get it up like this, here we go. I'm going to attempt to lift this up. So there we go. You can probably see we put the plate here and the plate up here. So I think we're going to be doing the same this side and then this side. So, ooh, she's quite solid actually, but you can grab her, you can manhandle her a little bit, which is good. Actually looks good on screen. Right, let's get the camera down again. Right, so let's go over the page and see what we're going to be. Yeah, we're just going to be building 2 times build, but this is going to be, if you like, the opposing angles or the opposing sides. So we're basically just building what we did before. It's just going to be the opposing side. And I believe once we do that, that's probably going to be like the main undersides, not the like the hatch area. The what's the one term I'm looking for? The what was it called? The entrance hatch type thing. Anyway, let's go. Continue. What's the word I'm looking for? The ramp, the landing ramp. Oh god, geez, words are failing me at the moment. Right, so again we've got this kind of weird attachment where these plates are just kind of floating, like, so it's like that, and it's like that, and then we've got these bigger plates, so we've got now if I remember, yeah, these are going up here. Okay, I'm just going to do this, and again these are in here. Yeah, that driver's really good actually. Once you get to know a driver, it's good. Chat's been kind of quiet, which yeah, it kind of lets me go on with the build actually. Right, so we've got little parts up here. Got a little. So again, we're building the UCS Millennium Falcon, the later one, the third. I think there's 3 versions. Oh my god, I cannot pick that up for the life of me. There's 3 versions basically. Oh, that's not the right way. Do we have? No. Oh no. That's gonna knock that. I thought I had the wrong bit there. Oh, that's it. Is that? Oh no, that's there. That's, again, just making sure these bricks are nicely engaged. So we get these. And that's a tub away, so I can get that tub there. Gone. See you later. There we go. Don't know. Did I ever notice that gap there? I don't think it really matters. I've just noticed it as if it's. Yeah, it's there. Right, that's that part done. So over the page. So page 245, we're at step 600. 600 steps we've done. Right, so again we've got these little tile pieces. Probably just need, oh well, don't know if we need all of these. I think we need, at least, yeah, we do actually. I almost kind of talked myself out of using all those pieces there. Now we've got a little piece in the middle, that's right. These little, one just right in there, right in the middle. There we go. Now we're turning it over. Now we've got these 2 brown pieces. And we'll get some grey. Another box done. There we go. Again, that just goes right the way over a little gap there. Go. Right, get 2 of these, so now if I remember, these are going like so. And then these should fit nicely in there. There we go. Beautiful. 2, 4, 6. Right, so I build these little, in fact, get these here. We're building these little hinges that go in the back. But I could probably just get all these out because I think I'm just about to use all of these, if I'm not mistaken. Technic pins, I think we need 4 of those eventually. Then we've got these red elements, 4 of them. I'm trying to pick stuff. It's not easy. It's not easy. And I think we've got all these pins. Get them out. There's another one there. Should be another one there. There we go. I believe that's it for this little part. So build another one of those. So we've done that. Then we're building. Oh, again, we've got that part's going on the top. There we go. Right, these two, and there, and there. Then I think we've got these going on. Then that at the top. Yeah, there we go. That's easy. And they're just attaching together, just join up. And then basically, these go in again, they line up here. So there and there. Line up with this part here. And that's that. Right. Oh, so that's quite. So that side was orange, this side's blue. Which is interesting. I don't need that part for some reason. Well, I probably do need it, but four of them and two of these. Right. So get my orientation again here. So this part is going just there. And then, yeah, these are walking in these parts. These hinge elements. Oh, get the right way. There we go. Now, I believe that's that portion done. So these are your two side plates. Same as the other ones we built. But we, in fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stack these up. And put these just down there, out the way. In fact, I could probably actually put them in there. In fact, that's all I've got left. Don't have many parts. A lot of little greebly parts by the looks of it. So, we put in, maybe get the camera up a wee bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So we installed here and here. In fact, we need those yellow parts. So we're just doing the same, and it's just the opposite side. Now I see a lot of, it looks potentially like greebly type things that's going to be happening. So they go on there. So I think they just keep these in unison. So there and there. And then basically all we're going to do here is, in fact, you know what, I'm going to get that out of the way. That's chat anyway. Chat's been kind of quiet. So these are just getting slung under here. So you can see there's some Technic elements here. I wonder if, does that get a part on the bottom? It does say 4. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Do you know what? I'm wondering here. I wonder if that goes on the bottom. I think that does this. So I think I might. Yeah. Do you know what? It is. Yep. Right. So I need to rechange. Yeah. Because do you know what? Yep. That actually holds it tighter. And when I think about it, so I'm going to detach this. And I'm going to reattach this again. Because I think, yeah, that kind of makes a little bit more sense. Goes up here. Yeah. That's a little bit tighter to this element here. Yeah, I think that's the way it's meant to go. I think I did it with, just thinking that it went below, but it doesn't. Right, let's get it over because we need to attach. So I'm going to change this part. So I'm going to take that off because you don't put that on there. Yeah. There's two in the top. That's what it is. And that actually holds it tighter up here, which does make a little bit more sense. There we go. So that's those plates fitted. So again, it doesn't go below. Yeah, that's so much better. You can see it's tighter in this bit. Wow. So there we go. That's the plates fitted. Let's turn over the page here. So, do you know what this next part is? Because I was just thinking, this is going to attach. I'm going to turn this Falcon round. These are going to go just here where the ports are. Yeah. So here we go. Let's get these up. So I'm down to a couple of tubs here. Get a little drink. Right, so this is not a two-time. Get you down a little smidge so you can see what I'm doing. I don't think this is a two-time. Certainly doesn't say up here, so if it doesn't say here, then we don't do it. I'm always a bit wary though. I always feel as if it's probably going to be like a two-time build. So we're building a lot of parts here. So this looks as if it's going to be like a, just with those exhaust ports, or there's like the ports in the front of the mandibles, there's like a part you see inside the ship, almost into the kind of guts of it. I think this is going to be some detailing we're going to be doing. Yeah, I'm just trying to find this part. Oh, it's that, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Oh. There we go, two there. So these things must be different. There must be a different layout. Again, so this is the grid. Grid's going vertical, one's going horizontal. These are going that way, horizontal. So that's what we've got going on so far. Right, what have we got here? We've got a little It's almost like a little sub-assembly. Right, that piece is fitting up here. That's actually going more over this way, yeah. And then we've got a little grill and then that's fitting just down there with that part going up. Right, we're turning it over. Right, we've got this little part going like that. So I think this is going to be top and bottom, because these, like, they're basically like manhole covers. If you, it's just like a hole base, so it's the top and bottom. You can see detail front and or bottom top, I believe. So got one of these little parts that's going on top, and that's clipping in here. Then we've got one of these black elements still on this rear side. So that's fitting into the Falcon, so that's going in the back port, this one here. So that is fitting in here. I don't know, can you probably see this? Maybe just gonna turn this up a smidge. So this is gonna go in here. Well, that fits quite nice actually. And as you can probably see, that's covering that port. So that port is there. And then you put this part in, it's basically just going to cover that. So that just covers that quite nicely. Maybe bring you up just another wee bit actually. Right, so I would imagine 249, that's step 616. Yeah, I can see that Technic pin there at the back is up. So I need to get another view in the other one to see if that's meant to be down. Right, here we go. So it looks as if we're just going to be building roughly the same sort of thing. So it's going that way first, then it's going the other way. Go. Alright, put that bit in the top. Now we've got this little piece. So what we got? This. We have got that. So that's going to go like so. And that's going to go there. So it looks like this one's slightly different than the other one. So we've got a piece going up here, but it's going off centre, which is strange. What am I looking for? There. Right, now we're building up again another little sub-assembly here. So we've got that there, we've got a grill piece and one of these. So we turn it over. This part's going down the bottom with this the little slot facing upwards. This is going slightly off centre, like that. Right, 250 to 251. Right, so this part is going to be fitted in on the top part. So again, hopefully you can see this. We'll bring in the old, the ever increasing Falcon, and I think that's just going to go like that. There we go. Yep, that's it. So again, these are two little details. Top and bottom, you're going to get a little bit of an interest in little greebly type affairs. Right, over the page again, we're just repeating the same build, same kind of process. Again, that's facing up the way, slightly different though this time. A little bit of a variation by the looks of it. So slight difference. There we go. I mean, who would have thought that basically whoever the team that designed the Millennium Falcon, when you think about it, they never thought, like, you know, they never thought back then that, you know, somebody was going to basically one day build, you know, because Lego existed back in the day. I mean, can you imagine somebody saying, oh, I'm from the future, and somebody's going to build this, and I mean, can you imagine showing a picture and saying, this is it, or taking this to ILM and they've just basically designed the Millennium Falcon in kit bash form and say, this is it, and they'd be amazed. It'd be just like, I mean, it'd almost be like an alien spacecraft coming down and taking you out for lunch and bring you back. Maybe slightly different, but it'd be amazing, basically. Don't know why I had to do the alien abduction element, but so there we go. That's what we've got so far. Step 630 we've done. 631 we've got the old telephone. Wait a minute. Did I have a telephone? Oh, there it is there. God, I couldn't see it for looking at me. I was getting worried there for a second. So that's going to bridge that little piece here, which is quite nice. And we've got another bit on top. Right, we've now got two of these and two grill pieces going over this little hook. So the hooks are going down, which is actually quite nice detailing. Then we've got another, so we're turning it over. We've got another telephone. Then we've got a handlebar. It's clicking in there. Again, that's just, I think that's just really up. Maybe even just over a little bit. Maybe like that. Right, what we got here? We have got this very interesting black piece, the old grill. Again, that's getting two of these in. And then that is fitting in along here. Again, so quite a nice, interesting detail. And this part's fitting up here. And I'd imagine that this, get the old step 636, so fitting this to the bottom, not the bottom, the bottom port. I think they're actually just a port, it's like an access port. So again, this is going to go in here. So that just slots in. And then that just goes in there, so there we go. And that's it there. Very nice. Very good, very nice. Very nice, very good. I'll get rid of another piece. Sorry for the clatter there. Right, step 637, page 254 we're on. So once again, we're pretty much, although these builds are, they're morphing a little bit, they're kind of changing, which I think is actually quite a good thing. There we go. Piece going there, black, double doodah going there, a little grey, I think it's a two-piece, yeah it is. Going there. Again, we've got black one going there, we've got another one offset. We've got this rather interesting gripper element. Again, we've got a little one by. There we go. Now we've got is it an offset? No, it's not an offset, but it's overhanging. And then that's going on top. Right, you've got some little attachments down here, so we've got one going here, got a little cone going there. Then we've got another two cones above. Right, what way is that? It's going just straight down, isn't it? Square that up. Right, we're turning it over. So we've got a lot of parts going on here. Got a gripper. I think it's going, I don't know if there's a difference in these. It's going like that. Now we've got a cone down here. Got a 1 by stud up on this part. Can't really get it in now. There we go, square that up. I can't really square it up, my fingers are just not going in properly. Oh, why is that not squaring up? There we go. Gee whiz, that's tricky. Good stud attachment. What else have we got? Did it? Oh, got another one of these. It's attaching that way. That's it. Then we've got another one of these facing up the way. Going up that way. Okay, and just square that up. Then we've got another cone. Another cone's just going there. There we go. And I think, don't know if that's it. That's a little. I'm going to go with the page because I hope there's another little. No. Right, I'm worried because I've got these parts and I can't remember putting these on anywhere. See, there's parts. Yeah, there is, sorry. Yep, they do. Right. I might take them off then. I missed them. God, you always miss parts. So basically this one's just going to fit in, I believe. It's going that way, isn't it? How's that? How is that attached? It's got to be that way, isn't it? Oh, there's another cone on top, look. That's going there. Right, so yeah, I've missed a little part. There's a part here. And that's going down like that. And I think there's another one here. What I want to do is I want to take this one off actually. Whoa! Oh, for God's sake, it's running away. Yeah, I think I need to check that one. I'm just going to go through my my instructions, because I think I have missed a little piece, so I just want to recheck. For some reason I missed it. I don't know why. Right, let's just check that this whole build and look for this ratchet element. Yeah, there it is there. So I think it's only the one. Yeah, maybe it's just a spare. But I don't see it. There is other attachments for it. Yeah. So we've got a spare, I think. We've got a spare. So I'm just going to put it in my spares jar. I mean, it could go, it could attach elsewhere, but I'm not going to, because I don't believe Anya would probably go, oh, stick that in there. No. So guys and girls, that's us. That's us done bag 8. And it's 1 hour 37. We're probably just about, I think we've got a couple of minutes we could probably go. Let's take a look at the next bag, bag 9. So as you can probably see here, we're actually got a couple of extra parts, tubing as well. And then we're actually building the front mandibles, which is going to be really good. It's going to enclose this entire front area. Or not the entire front, but the mandible part, the part here. Which is going to be really cool. Yeah, I've noticed as well, there's a little like gaps. Like here's a gap here, for instance. Just between these mandibles that you can maybe even put like a Technic brick in, and you know, perhaps, I don't know whether you could anchor it or it's just going to be a gap, or probably put some plates there at the back, which is a possibility. So let's get this manual back to its default setting. There we go. Absolutely behemoth of a manual. It's good building it with a manual though, but certainly I think you connect with the model a little bit more. So I'm going to get these down into normal camera mode. Get these into normal camera mode, and we'll talk a little bit about what we've done. So let's grab from here, there we go. Let's get this speaker cable. Let's manoeuvre, manhandle, grab the old selfie stick. Right. Right, 2 seconds guys, I'm going to go to just a quick bio break, as they say. I'm back. Fresh as a daisy. I'm going to put these lights off now. Hold on, 2 seconds. Woo! Right, I'm back from outer space. So there we go. Yeah, she's starting to look really... Yeah, she's looking really good. She's getting big now though. So these little greebly parts are quite nice. In fact, what I'll probably do is I'll probably get you into, as I call it, end mode, which is basically going to be, I'm going to turn the camera around and then put these in this way, because it means I can see myself and I can kind of pose a little bit better. There we go. So there we go, folks. Oh, there's the pogs fell out. Pog warning. So there's the complete underside of the Falcon. And you can actually see the greebly details there that we've just made in those little pothole type elements. And you can see the parts we've faced off. So if you want to know how I'm holding this with, basically there's this cross member piece. We built this square, you can see it here. It's maybe hard to get these down a little bit. So you can see it here. It runs through the entire ship, back to front, and also up here, and then across in the middle. So this is the spine of the ship, and it's really quite stable. And it's how I would lift it. I would kind of grab it with this back technic element, and then lift it up like so. As I said, where did the pogs go? The porgs? Did the pogs fall out? Where's the pogs? Ah, there they are. Chewbacca's nearly away there as well. I'll put Chewie there. So yeah, this is a little hatch area that the pogs are in. So I attached them to it so that I can grab it, but they're just in, basically just in here. But yeah, she's starting to look really nice. So amazing when you build something that's quite a big build, but not so much just a big build, but quite an iconic build. You know, you get this sort of it's just when you look at it. I mean, you know, a lot of people have done mods in this, and yeah, you can get it really looking really good, but keep the pogs there. I'm actually thinking to put this cantina thing in the back of the... So I've got this little dude here, this little... I've got another C3PO. I think you can go in there. So that's the little build I've had. In fact, wait till I'll get you... I'm gonna attempt to show you. Oh, I did have it there, sorry. So there we go. So this is the C3PO that we got today. This is this little Babu Frink, whatever his name is. I need to look and see what he was in. So there's the little, that was day one of the Star Wars Advent calendar. This is day 2. We built this kind of, it's almost like a cantina type thing. And then we've got another C3PO. We've got C3PO up here as well. In fact, am I just... Interestingly enough... So if you look at that C3PO, I don't know if you can actually see. It's hard to get the angle. His eyes are kind of white, but the ones in this are kind of amber. So that's a slightly different 3PO. Is that the correct head, or am I just I don't know. Am I just tripping here? Oh no! Oh, we've got a problem with the Falcon. The 4 has collapsed. Oh no, that just goes in here by the looks of it. Hold on 2 seconds, I'm just gonna basically get the 4 back up. There we go. So I'm just gonna attach this in here. There we go. Okay, I've got it. So let's put 3PO. So yeah, this is a different. I'm going to look at the different heads of C3PO. You see, that's got different eyes. In fact, what? Oh, I've done it again. It's pushing him in. Right, that's it. Let's grab the Millennium Falcon, because this will. Oh, I broke the seats. Oh, why is this not coming off? It's broke my entire. Oh my goodness! Are you serious? The clutch power of that was phenomenal. Right, I've kind of destroyed my seating area here. Right, I'm gonna have to redo that. 2 seconds, guys. I've just broke my seat. There we go. And the clutch power of that C3PO was intense. That was like some kind of phenomenal clutch power. Right, let's look at this. So you've got to remember, this is an older C3PO. So you can see there his eyes are amber. Not amber, clear. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I think the colours are different. Yeah, so that's an older figure. In fact, let's have a little in-depth look at this, because it's quite interesting. I mean, I'm not a massive collector of minifigs, but so as you can probably see here, if I get it focused, no, it's too close because I don't really have much room here. Can I zoom in? So this is the original one that came with the Millennium Falcon, and this is the new one we got in the advent calendar. You can see here the chest pieces are a little bit different. It's quite interesting. Anyway, so get you back in the old slot dingo. So there we go, folks. We've got an updated C3PO, which I'm going to hold this for so he doesn't fall through. Do you know, I might put C3PO, I might change the seating arrangement a little bit. I'm going to put C3PO back here, along with the Porgs. That sounds like a... And the bells were ringing out for Christmas time. I know it's the Pogues. Right. So up here we've got, I think we've got Han Solo and Princess Leia. But there we go, folks. That is the Falcon build. As I say, she's getting big. And you can see the underside there of the Falcon. Putting that the Pogs have fell out. It's a pretty impressive build so far. Oh, I've just broke the seats again. Sorry. There we go. Yep, Pogs. So I am going to end the stream pretty soon, actually. I'm usually in for like 2 hours. Build wise, an hour and a half. An hour and a half build, and then just like half hour kind of basically chin wagging and, you know, looking at stuff. Just want to see if I've got these little parts right. I think that's them. Yeah, and just a little bit of time chin wagging. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the Falcon basically into it's trying not to take up the entire house space, build or landing pad area. So I usually turn her around because she does fit there. So there she is. Just shut down my phone there. And that's where she kind of sits because it is quite, yeah, she is getting big. She's getting way big. But yeah, that's bag 8 done and dusty. So we'll be bag 9 next week. I'm just going to top up my wee milkshake. I was just using up some leftover milk because it was going to get out of date tomorrow, so still fresh, but and then clean this up. This is good for shaking it. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to put that there. So here's the little Santa we built. So we built this yesterday. It's an upscaled Santa. He's got movable arms and hands, and his legs also move. So you get some articulation on his legs, which is pretty cool. You could actually put him in like a running position. You can actually make him do the splits. Hee hee, ow, Shamble, hee hee. So, but that was a good little build. I actually built that in one day. Yeah, good little build for Christmas. I've also got some other Christmas ones to build. We've actually still got the gingerbread at to build, which is probably going to be quite an interesting one because it's actually still in back order. It's been a very popular build because it's Star Wars connected as well. I'm a bit more not saying I'm not enthusiastic to build this, but you know, with the Star Wars connection, it obviously makes a little bit more sense for me. But I don't know where I'm going to put this little chappy. I put the stuff around the Christmas tree, the train set. So he's maybe going to be somewhere. I'm even sitting just down next to Cornelius down there. Because I don't really have. I've got a decent amount of space. In fact, I might just sit down there just now while I just get something. Because I've noticed that's moved down over the months. So I might just put him down here next to Cornelius. Cornelius and Santa Claus. So I've also, I don't know, I think some people have probably seen this. So I've also got this, which is you can probably see here. Oh, do you know what? Can I get it in there? I don't know if you can see that. It's basically a master. My goodness, get dust. Sorry, excuse the dust. It's a master replicas LLC. 2003 Lucasfilm Limited. So this is Darth Vader's lightsaber. This was actually made from a Graflex photography light flash, basically, and it should light up. No, it's not going to light up because the batteries are dead. That was a big fail. Hi Marley, how you doing? I'm just about to end the stream actually. Right, so my batteries are out in my old Sabre. These go through batteries like nobody's business. I should actually have. So this lightsaber has actually got a bit of a fault. It's got a little loose wire that I need to maybe fix, but I'm not going to say I'm the master like soldering and all that kind of jazz. You know, I've got it. actually kind of scared to do it myself. I don't know if there's anybody that I could go to that could fix it. Guess what? Have I not got batteries? I think there's batteries over here. Did I not have big batteries? Am I just tripping? Oh, maybe I don't have batteries. I thought I bought a stack. I'm sure I did. They're in here. Oh no! I don't have batteries, I can't show you my lightsaber functioning. Thought I had. I'm going to go through and check the bedroom. I'll be 2 seconds, I won't be long. I'll be right back, Marley, if you're still there. I actually don't have batteries. It's weird. I thought I can remember seeing some. No. Okay. Because I'm sure I had some for these blooming lights. No, I must have used them. Anyway, it doesn't work. So I need to fix it. It's got up here the wire. There's a little problem with the wire. It should activate it, and then when it goes, it lights up, and then when you deactivate it, it comes down. So and it's got noises in it. It's quite a nice little piece. But as I say, it's not working at the moment, which is annoying. I actually got this. I think it was a Christmas present or a birthday. I can't remember. It's really nice. It's got a kind of probably a blade that when you hit it, it makes obviously sounds. But yeah, that's my lightsaber. Just quite a nice piece. Right, so that's probably, say, almost going to do it. So basically, this is what we built today. I'll maybe get this camera all the way down. So there we go. This is what we built today. So she's coming along really nicely. As you can see, she's almost, this is the size that she's going to be. We're just adding stuff on the top. But you can see, I'll show you the underside once again. So there we go, there's the underside. Oh, pogs have fell out, or the porgs. So there we go, that's how she's looking. So we've really built these plates on. But I am going to head off. Do you know what? I probably need to play my golf. I haven't played golf for that's my golf game, not I need to see if that pin there's the right location. Just by case of turning it down if it was. It's not a biggie. But yeah, she's as I say, she's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. But it's just such an impressive build. You know, she's gonna be a nice big display model. So yeah, that's 12. That's me. I've been on 2 hours, so that's That's Anya's clap. So basically, that's going to conclude the build, the live stream. I will be back. Possibly could be on tomorrow. Possibly might even be on later today. Might do a quick, like maybe 1 hour stream later on. I don't know. I'm not promising anything. Just because I've got a lot of Christmas stuff to build, and because it's obviously coming up to Christmas. More Christmas themed builds. Oh, that's so good. But yeah, we will return on Friday for Falcon Friday, where we're going to be doing bag 8 in this, which is quite good because it's going to cover these parts here. So these front mandible parts are going to be covered, which is going to be quite nice. And I think that's all a bag 8. Bag 8 or bag 9? Bag 9, I think. Bag 9, sorry. We did bag 8 today. Bag 9 is going to be the front parts of the mandibles, which is going to be pretty cool. And that'll be coming up on Friday. Again, it'll be at 3 o'clock stream. So my mum and dad and brother, I say my brother, it's not been confirmed yet, but they're meant to be coming down for a little bit of a dinner soiree type thing with sort of nibbles and that. So I'm going to have to get this place. It's not bad. It's pretty clean as it is. It's just a case of getting stuff maybe kind of Lego situated, maybe kind of hidden. I might actually try and tidy up the cables down there that are just in front of my telly. It's not unsightly, but I've got some stuff there that I want to get kind of hidden. But apart from that, the place is looking really nice. But yeah, that's the Falcon build. I might even switch this light off. I don't really need it on, do I? But yeah, she is really looking quite impressive, and I've just knocked a bit off because that's what you do. Those two bits just join up. Can't see, but that's it. There we go. Yeah, but she's an impressive build, and as I say, it might go just above me initially, but as I say, I'm a little bit wary of putting it up there because of the kitchen. Because you think when you cook, there's a lot of stuff goes up, and it's little particles, and it will stick and adhere. So I'm super conscious of that. So because of the size of her, she's just going to be big, but it's going to be displayed. So a little bit about it's basically, when I display this, it's kind of going to be something like this. So it's going to be up like that. So it's going to be in a stand. It's going to be facing like this. So it's not going to have a lot of footprint like width. It's going to be height. So it's going to be like that. That's how it's going to be displayed. And I might have to attach this hatch somewhere where it's not going to fall. Because I've got these pogs at the moment just kind of floating about in there. But anyway, guys and girls, that is going to do it for me. I'm going to head off and chill. Chat was a little bit quiet today. Not a lot of people in, which I get because it's kind of early for some people. But yeah, I'll get yous from there, bring yous up, and then I'll shut the stream down. But yeah, going forward, build's great. Not a lot of problems with it. Not any issues at all. It's even the space. I mean, it's big, but it's not like once I got this table clear, and once I get this table clear, and I think this table needs to stay clear. I think that's something going forward I need to do. Not just because I'm building Lego. I think just in general it should be clear anyway. It was getting a lot of build up of stuff, and it was just getting kind of, it's one of those things where it's nice just to have it clear surface. if you yawned, send me a comment. If you lasted this long and you watch it to the end, send me a comment if you actually yawned, because I know that it does catch. But nah, I just keep looking at it, and it's just like, it's just a, to think that this is all little pieces of a Lego brick. Some big, obviously, but you just think of the actual context of it is just kind of scary when you look at it and think that this can be broken down into individual pieces. And you basically join it all together, and it just makes this one big kind of plastic lump. It's actually quite impressive. It's really yeah, it always amazes me, really. And it all starts with that one brick. When we built that frame, it was like, you kind of look at it and go, "How's this? Is this really going to be the Falcon?" Because I know when you buy the box and you look at the picture, it says, "Oh, it's Falcon," but sometimes when you start building it and you kind of go, "Is this going to be the Falcon? Or is it going to turn into like a big panda or something?" But no. So anyway, I'm gonna head. I don't think there's anybody else came in. I think Marley and Roman Bricks were the two people that was in. I'll put this on as soon as I finish. I'm going to put it on public, because it automatically goes private when you stream. I think that just safeguards so that you can basically show it or not show it, whatever the case may be. I'd just like it to go public, but anyway, I'll get the little pre-end stream tab up. So as I say again, I will be back on Friday. I'll be back on I don't know, maybe later today, but probably be on Thursday tomorrow. I'll probably do a Christmas build. I don't know what I'm going to build. I fancy building it at to be brutally honest, just because I think it's quite distinctive and it's going to be quite a good build. Obviously Star Wars connected, but I may build something else. I don't know at this moment in time, but I do have a lot of Christmas builds to go through to get them done. And say once this UCS Falcon's built, there's going to be probably a poll to see what we're going to build next in terms of a bigger scale. I've got a couple of UCS stuff. I've also got the Star Trek coming, so I don't know whether to include that in it. I really don't know. I don't know what I'm going to build. It's going to be up to the poll as well, but kind of going forward, we'll wait and see on that poll. I'm kind of staying tight-lipped what I've got, but in terms of UCS, you can probably work out potentially what it could be. I don't think it's any secret. But anyway, folks, I'm out of here, so take care, and I will see you Friday for Falcon Friday. This is not Falcon Friday because it's Wednesday, and this is the extra build. But yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow. For definite, I'll be on tomorrow at some point. So anyway, may the force be with you. Happy building, and I'll see you again. Take care, folks. Thanks for the support. See you later. Bye.